Hi there, it's Jackie Foskett of Healing Hypnotherapy, and welcome to day one of the 5-day happiness challenge. I'm so glad you're here, really. It's a wonderful topic. It's a great time to really tap into what does it mean to be happy? And we're going to tap into that over the next 5 days. Now, before we dive into that, there are some of you who know me and some of you who don't. So let me just give you a little background on who I am and why I'm doing this. And then we'll just go right into the topic. I'm assuming you've read your email to get the Zoom link. And I'm going to post this on the Facebook page. And I decided not to do a Facebook Live this evening, but I will be doing one tomorrow. So it's not going to be a live today on Facebook, but this recording will be there. So let me just tell you a bit about me and why I'm doing this. I just have to say that I've always been interested as a teenager, even of the mind-body connection. And so I explored various different avenues, even at 16 years old, something called chanting, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, chanting. And then, as I got older, other avenues of spirituality. And I just always loved how there's ways that we can grow personally. And as time went on, I did not choose this career path initially. I became a dental hygienist. And along the way, in my years of doing dental hygiene, I discovered that I'm good at helping people and with their mouths, their oral hygiene, and I loved educating and teaching, and really doing my best to get them on their right path for their oral health and overall well-being. And as a result, I started looking into some other avenues to do as well as my dental hygiene, and I took some training as a holistic health counselor, which had some hypnotherapy in it. And I discovered I really liked that aspect where we're using the powerful mind that we all have, tapping into it in a different way than just our cognitive or our right brain or our left brain, our left brain way of thinking. So when my husband and I moved to Washington from San Francisco, I took a training for hypnotherapy, and that was in 1999. And I've been doing hypnotherapy ever since. I didn't leave dental hygiene until 2013. So I was concurrently doing both. And as a result, I was able to use some of my techniques to further support my patients. In fact, even before I became a dental hypnotherapist, because of my own personal growth experiences, I would lead a lot of my patients into relaxation because, I could tell they were nervous. A lot of people are going to the dentist. So this got enhanced after I did my hypnotherapy training. And what I've noticed with my dental hygiene patients, talking to other people, is that stress and anxiety are big underlying issues for whatever anybody was coming to me for, whether it's be for birthing. I am a hypnobirthing practitioner, or weight loss, or panic, or just changing some habit. there's usually a component of stress and anxiety underneath that. So I've niched out to be a stress and anxiety specialist. And I work with a lot of different modalities, but that's really where I put my focus. So that just segues right into the topic of happiness, because if you've got a lot of stress and anxiety going on in your life, you are probably not tapped into your happiness, right? So happiness isn't something that we get from out there. Now, there are some things that do make us feel good when we do them, when we get them, but they're temporary, right? So, what we want to do is really build a foundation of happiness. And even as I use the word build, cultivate, I want you to know that really and truly, happiness is already there within us. It's our essence. And so what's happened is that we've managed to, as human beings, in all our ways of thinking and behaving and habits that we have, we've managed to cover that up. Maybe we could say suppress it, not be aware of it, not notice it as much. Maybe we notice it on those times when something different is happening in our lives, an external situation, and we go, wow, I feel really happy. And that's great because then we get to notice it. What I'd like to do here in these next 5 days is give you some new ways, new habits, new tools, we could say new practices that are going to allow you to notice more of that happiness so that you're not in the place of simply looking for it on the outside, because really happiness is an inside job. So the assignment today was about noticing what expands us and what contracts us. And so let me talk about that just a little bit. So, yes, we are definitely all made up of energy, everything is. And so we can start to notice how we feel energetically. And, if you don't like that word, you can use something else, emotionally. How do you feel in certain situations with certain people? Now, you can feel expansive, like you really are lit up. And those are the words I like. What lights you up? And that's where your happiness is, with being lit up. Or what contracts you or brings you down, some of those people or situations in life. Or I know for me, gosh, reading the newspaper, it's like, I can start to feel my energy go down. And it's like, holy moly, this is all this bad news isn't doing me any good. So I get out of the newspaper as quickly as I can. I do like to touch on it a little bit, but I definitely notice what it does to my energy. So today's assignment is to make a list. Well, let me back up a minute. Yes, I want you to make a list. So what we're going to do here for just a moment is have you close your eyes and just for a moment, just be in the present moment. Closing your eyes now, taking a few good deep breaths. And as you do, just know that you're just bringing in some wonderful oxygen, and muscles get to be relaxed when you do that. And as you exhale, you're releasing any tension in your body. And so as you breathe in again, just notice what it feels like to just breathe deeply down into your abdomen. And as you exhale, Just feel the support beneath you with each and every exhale. So as you begin to relax now and be present in this moment, this is an opportunity to really think about who in your life, what in your life has you feel expanded, as you light up. What are those things, those people, those situations? And just let that download, so to speak. Let that come into you and really keep asking who, what, where, whatever that you want to say lights me up, and just allow it to come in. Just allow it to come in, and notice also as it's coming in, notice how you feel. How's it feel when you're thinking of those people, things, situations that really light you up? And just let yourself be with that feeling. Now, you may want to name that feeling or feelings. Maybe you're feeling expansive, as we've talked about, or maybe you feel kind of tingly. Maybe you feel lightness of being, or perhaps you might even feel a tingling freedom sensation. Whatever it is, you can name it. And one of the things to do right now when you're in this feeling state is to give yourself an anchor to remind you of this state. So an anchor is an association. So you can put your hand on your heart. You can put your thumb and forefinger together. You could make a fist. The fist to me is not quite the right one because it kind of brings in a little bit more tension, but something that's just kind of light and feels good. I love hand on heart to anchor in such expansive feelings because they really are heartfelt. So just give yourself an anchor now as you are thinking about the people, the things, the situations, and even things for yourself that you like about yourself, your own behaviors that feel really good to you. Just let that all come in. Anchor it in. Really be in that feeling. Okay, now we're going to switch it up. And now think about those things that bring you down, that lower your energy levels. Could be people, could be stuff going on in the world that you read, all those, terrible things that we know are all going on out there in the world. Whatever you want to think about that brings you down, situations, maybe being in somebody's house, or needing to go to a family dinner that you really are not looking forward to, and for whatever reasons. But just really notice what it is and notice how you feel. Now, I'm going to make some assumptions here that from my experience of myself and from my clients, that when you are thinking about those things that bring you down, your body is going to feel a lot more tense, right? And you're going to feel maybe tight. You're maybe going to have frowns on your head. You're just not going to feel your best. You certainly are not going to be lit up, maybe grinding your teeth or clenching. So just notice that right now. And now let's go ahead, take a breath in and out, flip the switch, bring your hands to your heart or your fingers, whatever the anchor was that you used for lighting yourself up, expanding. Take a breath and notice now how you feel. So now that we've gone through this exercise, now I'll just back step a moment, and I'm going to imagine that you were able to switch yourself out of that contracted feeling into the expansive feeling by giving yourself that anchor. It does take some practice. So, you haven't been used to doing this probably. And so any habit that we want to form requires repetition. Just as we've learned so many different things over in our lifetime, how to tie our shoes, how to drive a car, we had to repeat those actions in order to have it be habitual, that we don't even have to think about it anymore. So when you're learning something new, you are going to have to repeat it. So what you're going to do is make a list of the things that light you up. Then you can make a list of the things that don't light you up, that bring you down, so that by making the list also of the things that bring you down, you can prepare yourself maybe ahead of time. If you know you're going to that family dinner or wherever it might be that tends to bring your energy down, then you can prepare. You can course correct how you're going to be in that situation by getting yourself tuned into your happiness foundation. What is already there, shining the light on your happiness. So now make a list for the things that are expansive, light you up, and the things that contract you. And look at that list all day long. Focus on the ones that light you up and notice how it feels. And if anything comes along that is in the contracted list, remember your anchor. Take a good deep breath. If you have your list available, look at your list. And that'll connect you in to what's already there. It's like shining the light in on your happiness. Your happiness is already there. We just want to shine the light on, get rid of the muck that's been keeping you from really knowing it. And so today, just keep focused on that list of what expands you. Practice feeling that expansion. Put your arms out, take a breath in, put your shoulders down, smile, and just feel how that feels. So that is your assignment for today. I look forward to hearing how it goes for you. Go ahead and post on the Facebook page. As I said, I will not be doing a Facebook Live today. I will do it tomorrow, but I'm also going to do another Zoom tomorrow. So come on over at 12 and tomorrow, and we'll be on to the next topic. And just today, focus in on this new habit that you are cultivating for your happiness. So thank you for being here, for listening to this in the Facebook group, afterwards, for doing the assignment and wanting to be part of this happiness challenge and wanting to be happy. Thank you. Bye for now.